Alright, good morning and welcome to another adventure with the Traveling Lawman. We are up here at Salt Springs State Park in Susquehanna County, Pennsylvania. Pretty close to the New York border where it's up there. And we're going to hike the Gorge Trail. We're going to see 3 beautiful waterfalls. We're going to do some waterfall chasing today. Stop here and a couple other places, but it's a little chilly actually. It's 50 degrees out. So but we're going, the trail's behind me, and should be fun, should be good. I'm looking forward to this, and let's go see some waterfalls. You start out pretty steep incline. They don't have these ropes here in case you need help, but just gotta power through this uphill like right away. You just go straight up into the mountain. This whole loop is about 6/10 of a mile, so overall not too bad. But it brings us to 3 waterfalls, and then we'll go see the Salt Springs, which this park is named for. So, all right, beautiful area. Like I said, this is out there, but we're going to a little history of the park after I'm at the top of this hill. All right. I made it to the top of that steep hill. That was a little ridiculous, but you can see this far is a little bit different. You're walking in hemlocks. This is an old growth forest, one of the few remaining in Pennsylvania. So it's going to look a lot different from other parts of the state. These beautiful hemlock trees. Yeah, that's way up there. Alright, let's keep going. Yeah, this is a lot different than a lot of the other forests. We reached the first falls. This is the lower falls. Yeah, that's pretty nice. So I was on the wrong path, but this is where we want to go. So we want to cross this bridge, and we're gonna head up to the right on the Gorge Trail. I guess I'm fine that I took the wrong turn, because I wouldn't have got a chance to go through the hemlock forest. But this is actually the trail we're supposed to be on. It's low water, so we'll be able to navigate this. Hopefully along the edge of a cliff. But now we're on the right trail and we should see all three falls. Because where I was going, it wasn't where I needed to be. So, but it was still very beautiful. So I'm kind of glad I did that. But now we're back. Now we're back to where we're supposed to be. So we're along the Fall Brook. Let's continue up this way. Rock, look, it's rock shakes. I don't know if you can see that, but the whole rock's moving. So just be careful, that rock is not steady. It's popped up there between the tree and then it's wedged in here. So, but yeah, the whole thing's shaking. Alright, we're moving on up the creek here. Alright, so this is interesting. The truck, it cuts down and it comes around that way. So see if we can get through here without slipping and falling. Oh yeah, it's the best way to do this. Of course that is. You know what? I'm gonna slide under. I think that's the way to do it without getting hurt. This. This is the lower fall, so we actually did go. So this is the first falls we get to. The lower falls, that's pretty impressive. So definitely a workout. You just come right along this, right along the rocks. You walk right along the rocks. A little bit of a scramble, but it was fun though, fun and challenging. So, all right. So this is officially the lower falls. No official name, just lower falls. Just scramble up there. Right now, we can get to Middle Falls. Yeah, when this is obviously during a high rain season, this would become impassable because this would be flooded, but it's just wet. It's not really I'm taking my time. It could be slippery, but all right, there's Middle Falls. It's the second of the three falls. We're back at Upper Falls. A little more than I was expecting, but we got through it. Some fun rock scrambles. Getting up Middle Falls was the toughest because it wasn't really a good rock place I could, you know, get a hold of. But I got up without falling. It's an absolutely beautiful park. There's not that many people here because it's so remote and far away from something. But man, it's nice. So now we're going to go see what's called the penny rock, and people have put pennies underneath the in the rock for years. Where the custom came from, no one knows. We just came down that boardwalk from the observation deck. We reached Penny Rock, and here you can see over time people have jammed pennies into the side of the rock. Not sure where this tradition came from, but yeah, see, that's all pennies. That's stuck in there. Over time, look at it goes all up here. Alright, so Salt Spring State Park got its name from the spring that the settlers, the early settlers, the Aboriginals, before European came, they would mine it for salt in the spring. They tried to do it commercially, but there just wasn't enough. But for a local, for the local village, that's how they got the salt. They didn't have to make it or go trade it or whatever. They would farm it from the spring. So we'll go down and see the spring. This is an absolutely beautiful park. Of course, this forest is hemlock. Those are the trees. It's an old growth forest. So a lot of big tall trees here. But yeah, this is it's very out of the way. Like I said, it's all the way up in Susquehanna County. But it's well worth coming. I mean, the waterfalls are absolutely gorgeous, and the trees. So, all right, let's go see the salt spring, and I will end the video down there. All right, so this is Salt Spring, and this is what the park was named for. So as I mentioned earlier, the early settlers, this played a very important role in this area here. The Onondaga tribe, which was the Native American tribe that lived in this area, they actually went to great lengths to hide this, because they knew the importance of it. So they finally, it wasn't revealed the location until years later, of course, for some money. So we'll tell you where the spring is, but you gotta pay us. So you can see in the middle there, it's bubbling. So when the water evaporates, it produces salt. So for this area, it was very important. But it's so small that commercially it wasn't profitable enough. So and it's very high quality salt too. So it's not just something much better than you taste in the grocery store. So you can see bubbling up in there, the spring. Alright, I will go ahead and end this video here. Very beautiful park, the waterfalls, the hemlock forest, a very unique area. There is also the house up here, who was the European settler who actually bought this land eventually. So it's a very fascinating park. It's about 435 acres. So pretty big park, relatively speaking. So we just really touched the surface of it. Alright, so from Salt Springs State Park here in Susquehanna County, I hope you enjoyed this adventure, and we'll see you in the next one. And I hope you're living your best life.